you. Good evening, everyone. I would like to welcome you all for Q2 FY23 results conference call of Ahluwalia Contracts India Limited. We thank the management for giving us the opportunity to host the call. From the management, we have Mr. Shobhit Uppal, Deputy Managing Director, along with Mr. Vikas Ahluwalia, Executive Director, and Mr. Satbir Singh, CFO with us. Without wasting much time, I will hand over the floor to Shobhit sir for opening remarks, and post that they will be sharing their data regarding the order book and all the bookkeeping questions, and then we will have a Q&A session. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Shravan. Good evening, everybody. Ahluwalia Contracts India Limited has announced its financial results for Q2 FY23. During Q2 FY23, the company has achieved a turnover of 622.84 crores and a PAT of 39.17 crores in comparison to a turnover of 698 crores and a PAT of 35.78 crores in the corresponding quarter of the last financial year. EPS of the company for Q2 FY23 is 5.85 as compared to 5.34 in Q2 of FY22. During Q2 FY23, company's EBITDA margin is 10.99% as compared to 10.04% and PAT margin 6.29% as compared to 5.13% in the corresponding period of the last quarter of the last financial year. During the H1 FY23, the company has achieved a turnover of 1232.09 crores and a PAT of 76.94 crores in comparison to a turnover of 1278.11 crores and a PAT of 70.60 crores in H1 of FY22. EPS of the company for H1 FY23 is rupees 11.49 as compared to rupees 10.54 in H1 FY22. During HY1 FY23, company's EBITDA margin is 11.06% as compared to 10.67% and a PAT margin of 6.25% as compared to 5.52% in the corresponding period. Net order book of the company is 7587.73 crores to be executed in the next 24 to 30 months. Total order inflow during the current financial year stands at 3182.77 crores. We are L1 in 3 projects aggregating to 1098.35 crores. Thank you.
Shall we open the call for Q&A session, sir?
What I would suggest, Shravan, that all the bookkeeping questions and all details relating to geographical divide and other such questions, Satbir will make the announcements and then I'll take questions after that.
Okay.
Yeah, over to Satbir.
This is first of all segment-wise order book. This is commercial 8.35%, hospital 32.04%.
Sorry to interrupt you, sir. May I request you to come? I'm so sorry to interrupt the current speaker. I would request you to come a bit closer to the phone, please.
38.27%, residential 13.24%, and sector-wise government 81.51%, private 18.49%. And if talk to about region-wise, East 37.60%, North 33.97%, and South 4.88%, West 17.74%, and outside India 5.82%. And if you ask about state-wise, this is Assam 5.56%, Bihar 28.31%, Delhi 8.30%, Himachal 11.26%, Haryana 1.89%, Jammu 8.55%, Karnataka 4.88%, Maharashtra 12.17%, and Odisha 3.76%, UP 2.91%, West Bengal 5.52%, and Uttarakhand 0.72%. The rest is outside India, Nepal 5.82%. This is about order book. And besides that, there is a retention money. It's around rupees 160 crores. Total debtors including retention, this is coming out 691 crores. Mobilization advance is 190 crores. And out of this, interest bearing is 50%. And trade payables is 605 crores. Inventory 238 crores. Real estate inventory 39.73 crores. Unbilled revenue 315 crores. And net working capital days, this is coming out 71 days. And besides that, there is I think so, more of interest bearing 50% and fixed price contract is around 20%. Bid pipeline is 5,000 crores. I think most of the questions have been covered. And capex also. Capex during the quarter is 21.65 crores and last quarter 12.20 crores. This is now aggregated to 33.85 crores.
We can take questions now.
Thank you very much. We will now begin the question and answer session. Anyone who wishes to ask a question may press star and 1 on your touchtone telephone. If you wish to remove yourself from the question queue, you may press star and 2. Participants are requested to use handsets while asking a question. Anyone who would like to ask a question, please press star and 1 at this time. Ladies and gentlemen, we will wait for a moment while the question queue assembles. The first question is from the line of Mohit Kumar from DAM Capital. Please go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, sir. And
good evening.
Congratulations on another good quarter, sir, as far as margins and margins concerned. So my first question on the execution run rate, we can expect, and of course, I think we've given a guidance of 15% growth, which means the second half we should do 1,800 crore as top line. Are you maintaining the guidance, or do you think there is a downward risk?
We will strive to maintain that guidance.
So the margin side,
because our order book is healthy, and traditionally the last 2 quarters the run rate is always higher. Yes, our turnover has been flat as far as this quarter is concerned. There are a number of reasons for that, but I think we are geared up to increase it substantially in the last 2 quarters or the next 4.5 to 5 months which are left for this financial year.
Understood, sir. Secondly, on this, sir, on the order pipeline, how does this look like at this point of time? And given that we are already I think our guidance was 40-50 billion. I think we are already largely we are there. So can you just comment on the order pipeline opportunity for the Q3 and Q4?
Yeah, we've actually exceeded our target. We're being conservative in our bidding now. So we are already L1 in 3 projects, 2 out of which we are expecting to be awarded shortly within this month. So going forward, the pipeline is robust, but we are being conservative in how we are bidding.
But can I expect some, sir, the surpass the order inflow guidance for this fiscal?
Maybe we'll surpass it by about, our guidance was 3,000 crores. So we may surpass it by about 1,000 crores.
Understood, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone who would like to ask a question, you may press star and 1.
Sir, can you hear me?
I can, yes.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the question comes. So, just wanted to understand. So, these 3 L1, if you can help me in terms of breakup, and also when it's likely to be converted into order. So, 3,183 crore we receive plus this 1,100 crore. So, close to 4,300, 400 crore is there. So, Are we not now expecting any further order info apart from L1 in the second half?
No, out of these three L1 projects, one project is, the Tata Memorial Hospital, which we are still not very sure when the funding would be approved and when the LOI will be released to us. So, as I said, 1,000 crores likely increase. The two other projects, the total aggregate of that is about 450 crores. So I'm saying that we will get another 500 to 600 crores at least, over and above the Tata Memorial of these three projects that we're talking about.
Okay. So currently, in terms of the overall bid pipeline, if you help us, where are we looking at? What's the total size? Any big ticket project, and what can stop us in terms of not taking the bigger projects now? So,
look, just to give you an idea, pipeline is very robust, as Sabir said, because there are a number of infrastructure projects like railway station development, airports, hospitals, which are coming up. But as I said, we are being very conservative because the competitive intensity remains high. So, there is a concerted push to try and push up our margins, right? Which I had given the guidance during my last two Concalls that we'll get into double digits, we'll touch about 12%. So that is what we are pushing on. And another thing is that, while the competitive intensity increases in the public sector, what we are seeing is that the private sector is reviving. Residential projects are not a focus for us, but we're seeing, in the education side, in the institutional side, we're seeing hospitals, we're seeing a growth on the private sector side also. So this is what we are focusing on now. But the focus remains on the margins for the next 2 quarters.
Okay. Margaret, you can take the question from the queue.
Thank you. Before we take the next question, we would like to remind our participants, you may press star followed by 1 to ask a question. The next question is from the line of Ashish Shah from Centrum Broking. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity.
Hi, Ashish.
Hi, sir. Sir, my question is again on the margins which you were just talking about. So, we were probably looking forward to some sort of improvement in the run rate in the second quarter, given that commodity had fallen. But still, we seem to be at close to around 10% only. So,
no, 11%, Ashish. And sorry to preempt you, but I have a peer comparison in front of me. I think we've beaten the margins of some of my closest peers, smaller and bigger than us.
Right. No, that I appreciate. I know, there are quite a few who would have not reached 10%. But more specifically, to maybe
11%. And, you can't discount, and this is in spite of headwind, primarily on account of, excessive rainfall. Why our turnover is also a bit flat is because we've lost a lot of time due to excessive rainfall across the country.
Right.
So in spite, and that, our overheads have impacted. In spite of those impacts on the margins, we have ramped up, or we've got good numbers.
Sure. So basically we are saying we are on track to go to our 12% targeted range. Probably, we'll exit the year at that level, around 12% or so.
That's what we'd like to strive for, and we're maintaining that.
Sure. No, that's helpful. So second is on the, we did say that, of course, NCR is now not that big a proportion of our book, around 8% you mentioned, but...
but that's increased in this financial year.
Right.
We've won in the NCR, we've won a couple of large marquee projects. So yeah, it will contribute to the turnover in these 2 quarters now, going forward.
So my question was on the ground situation as far as currently is concerned, because again there are the pollution related issues there. So are we looking at another quarter where at least in the NCR-related projects, you may have a significant headwind, or you think it won't affect execution much? It's been allowed in that sense.
Going forward, I don't think, though we've lost about 3 weeks, 15 to 20 days, but I think going forward, this is behind us.
Right. Right, sir. That's all from
Thank you. Thanks, Rajesh.
Thank you. Anyone who would like to ask a question, you may press star and 1. The next question is from the line of Nikhil Abhyankar from DAM Capital. Please go ahead.
Thanks for the opportunity, sir. So when we are guiding for the EBITDA margin, are we including other income or excluding it?
Yes, we are including it.
Achha, we are including. So excluding other income, what can be our margin?
Yes, because of this is our other income is mainly includes liabilities written back and that kind of related to business income. So that's why it has been included in for the calculation of EBITDA.
Okay. So, sir, the second question is, currently our order book is majorly focused on government contracts. So, what will be our focus going forward? Will we be focused on government contracts, or will we try to ramp up our private order book?
So we will. I've been saying that over the last 2 or 3 interactions that I've had with all of you, that we will ramp up our exposure to the private sector, though not the residential private sector. And that's what we've been doing. We won a few private sector contracts with some of our existing and new marquee clients. We will increase the private sector share of our total portfolio.
Okay.
It stands at 20% now.
Okay, sir. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, just wanted further understanding on the couple of the large projects in terms of the status. Where are we in terms of the execution front? What projects are likely to be completed in next 6 months to 12 months? So if you can help us, would be great.
Okay, so our biggest project, Jammu, will be completed in the next 12 months. We are looking, the other hospitals that we are doing, Hamirpur and Chamba, will also be completed in the next, 9 to 10 months. We have just started the veterinary university and hospital project and NIT in Patna. So that will go on for about 2.5 years. The Adani data center project will be completed in the next 12 months. As far as other projects are concerned, we are the Bennett University, that will be completed in the next 12 months. The Mathut Hospital that we are doing in Dwarka, which is now a Max Hospital, Max is partnering that, has moved in as an operator. That will be completed in the next 12 months. As far as the projects which will go on beyond that, Bharti, the commercial project that we're doing at AeroCity, that will continue beyond that. That's about 2.5 million square feet of commercial space that we've just started. So that the timeline is about 18 months. The Central University project, which we've just started, designing is going on. That will go on for about 2 years in Dharamshala. The Nepal project, the National Police Academy, that designing is happening. So that will go on for about 2.5 years. We should be completing our scope of work at the Sant Nirankari Hospital in Burari in Delhi in the next 12 months. So, does that answer your question?
Yeah, that's helpful. And just in terms of you mentioned that you will keep looking to increase the private exposure, but not the residential. So not even in the south also, though we are hearing that the real estate is in the news and it is continuously seeing higher sales. So just trying to understand what's your view. Still, we are not comfortable.
So, Shravan, as you would know, we have now started or restarted in Bangalore. We have projects aggregating about 450 crores there, and we have started our first project in Hyderabad. So yes, Ahluwalia has now forayed into South, and we already have inquiries on projects both from the private sector side, both for residential and commercial. But residential is something which we are very, very cautious on. Commercial we're bidding, residential at the moment, down south, not very focused on that.
Okay. Margaret, take a question from the queue.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Vasudev from Nuvama. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity, sir. So you said that we are L1 in 3 projects. One of them is Tata Memorial Hospital project. So this are the other 2 projects.
Sorry to
Margaret,
interrupt, but
even your voice was not very clear.
sorry, sir. We'll check on that. Just give me a moment. And were you able to hear Shravan Shah clearly?
Yes, Shravan was clear, but your voice isn't.
Okay.
Sir, I can hear Margaret's voice clearly and your voice clearly.
Yeah,
so
maybe the gentleman can ask his question again.
Yeah. Is it better now?
It is.
Yeah. So you said we are L1 in 3 projects. One of them is the Tata Memorial Hospital. So which are the...
Sorry to interrupt. Actually, Vasudev, your line is breaking. Your audio is breaking.
Yeah, his voice is not clear at all.
I would request you, Vasudev, to please check your line and rejoin the queue. In the meanwhile, we'll move to the next question, which is from the line of Uttam Kumar Shrimal from Axis Securities. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for the opportunity, sir. Sir, what is our capex guidance for FY23 and FY24?
Can you come again, please?
Sorry, I'm sorry to interrupt. Mr. Shrimal, please come on the handset mode. I think you're on speaker.
No, I am on handset mode. What is the capex guidance for FY?
You're clearer now, please.
Yeah. Yes, sir. I just want to know what is your capex guidance for FY23 and FY24?
Yeah, for FY23, our guidance would be, we've done about 33 crores, as Sabir mentioned in his initial comment. It will be another 20 crores for the next 2 quarters. And as far as FY24 is concerned, it would be in the range of about similar, 50 to 60 crores.
50 to 60 crores. Okay, sir. And sir, in case of East projects, how the execution is going on since after change in government, is payments and all that has become normal?
Which part, which geographical this thing are you talking about?
Bihar, sir.
So look, Bihar, JDU continues to head the government, though RJD is a part of this now. Previously it was BJP. So it's not only this quarter, but we've been facing payment issues. Cash flows have been an issue with the Bihar projects, especially the Bihar medical projects, the hospitals that we are doing. So that continues to be an issue, but we feel that maybe in the last quarter it will improve because there seems to be an active push from the political leadership to complete the healthcare projects.
Okay, sir. That's all from my side. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Padma Devan, an individual investor. Please go ahead.
Hi, good evening.
Hi.
Is my voice audible?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I just have one question. This is based on your annual report. The annual report claims that there are legal claims worth roughly 900 crore filed by the company and about 1,800 crore filed against the company. It will be really helpful if you can provide some details about these claims in terms of nature of these claims, how old are they, have you provided anything against these claims? It will be very helpful.
So maybe we can get back to you. I can broadly give you the details.
Okay.
The major, as you know, you would understand this. I'm assuming that, when we file a claim, the client, for obvious reasons, files a counterclaim, right? So the major one in this is the arbitration that is going on with MRMGF for the Commonwealth Games Village project that we had completed in 2010 before the Commonwealth Games. Now, our claim against them is to the tune of about 400 and about approximately 500 crores, and they have filed a counterclaim about 1,100 crores. So this is, otherwise there are a slew of other clients, but this is virtually about 60%. Rest, all the other details, you can reach out to our IR department or our CFO. We will be more than happy. It's in the public domain. The details should be there in our annual report.
Okay. Just to clarify, these are all very old claims, at least 10-year-old claims.
Yeah, the major one is 10-year. The arbitration has been going on for the last 7 years. It is just that when it was reaching a culmination because of COVID, the arbitrator, the presiding arbitrator was very old. He was 85 years old. He recused himself. He resigned, actually. So it is actually going to start again. We are in the process to approach the courts to get a presiding arbitrator appointed, a new one. But what I'm trying to lay stress on here is that the 1,800 figure of counterclaim, that's actually most of it is baseless. Because when we go and file claim, the builder or the client, has to file a counterclaim.
Understood. If I understood your answer correctly, the top claim alone accounts for 60% of the entire claim, right?
Yes.
Is there a need for providing for these claims? Is there a chance of this risk materializing in future?
No, it's as per the new guidelines that have been given by the Government of India. We have to mention this because of transparency, but the risk of this materializing is highly, highly, highly unlikely.
Okay. Thank you very much. The reason for this question was that only FY21 and 22 annual reports talked about these claims actually. I could not find anything in the prior annual reports. That's the reason why we wanted to clarify.
Our auditors insisted because they are now bound. There is our CFO will tell you what the new guidelines are. They were bound to kind of state this. They insisted. Our auditors insisted. That's why we've done it.
Okay. This is very helpful.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. This is very helpful.
Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Sandeep Sabharwal from asksandeepsabharwal.com. Please go ahead.
Yeah, my question was for some more clarity on the margin front. Like you are at around 11% now. You have indicated a target of around 12%. So you think that you'll be able to get to the run rate of 12% this year, by the end of this year, and maintain it next year, or how are you looking at it?
Yes. To both questions. Yes.
Hello? That's it?
Yes. No, you want further clarification?
Yes.
I'm saying yes to both. So you have a further question? Kindly ask that.
Yeah, my question was that when you have guided for the margins, you are looking at a full year margin of 12%, or you're looking at an exit run rate of this year of 12% and maintaining it next year?
Yes, we are looking to maintain it next year. The logic is that, a lot of our projects, we have a very healthy order book. And out of that order book, a lot of projects which I named in response to an earlier question from Shravan, they are just going to take off now. These are design-build EPC projects where, actual construction will begin on the ground in the next, say, a month or so. So, and expenses towards site mobilization and all have been done.
All right. Okay, thanks.
Thank you. Anyone who would like to ask a question, you may press star and 1. The next question is from the line of Vasudev from Nuvama Wealth Management. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Am I audible now, sir?
Yes, you are.
Yeah. Sir, I was asking that we are L1 in 3 projects currently. One of them is the Tata Memorial Hospital project. So which are the other 2 projects?
There is a convention center in Guwahati for PWD there, which is about 260 crores. And there is a Lachit Memorial coming up in Jorhat. Lachit was a renowned freedom fighter of Assam. So that is about 175 crores. This is in Jorhat.
Okay. Okay, so this is approximately around 400-450 crores, and then we are
Tata Memorial was about 700 crores.
Okay. So this we are targeting another 1,000 crores of order inflows for the second half.
Yes.
Okay, sure, sir. And in terms of bid pipeline, you told that it's 5,000 crores, and we're looking at hospital.
We've lost you again.
Mr. Vasudev, your line is breaking up again.
Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yeah. So I was saying that our bid pipeline is 5,000 crores, and you said that hospitals is one segment that we are looking at. So which are the other segments that we are looking for?
Hospitals, railway stations, institutional buildings, campuses, commercial projects.
Okay, got that. And in terms of the competitive intensity, you said that it is still high. So what's your outlook for the next, say, 6 months to 1 year? That, do you see competitive intensity coming down, or do you feel that it will still remain high?
It will remain high.
Okay. Yeah, and just one last thing, sir. What is the average cost of debt for us now?
The debt is hardly, interest on debt is hardly 22 lakhs during this half year. So this is around approximately 8.5%.
Okay. Got it, sir. Yeah. That's
what Mr. Sabir is saying. There is no debt, virtually zero debt.
Okay, yeah. That's it from my side. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sir, just trying to get one aspect in terms of the working capital. So, though it marginally increase in this 1H, but we will not see any significant further increase, or will it come down to the March 22 level? So core cash conversion days, if I look at inventory data payable, currently is closer to 22 odd days versus March it was 15 odd days. So just wanted your view on that.
I think so. This is working capital is coming down. If you compare with the last, this is 31st March 22. This is if you also asked about this last quarter. This is last quarter is 87 days. Now this is coming out 71 days. And before that, you asked about 31st March 22. This is around 73 days. So that is I think at par with this 31st March 22. That is normally coming down now.
We have some other figures. Maybe he's asking for some other metric. Shravan, can you repeat?
No, I'm just saying we will not see any increase in the working capital. It will remain, or we will see further marginal reduction in the working capital by the year end.
There will be no increase. There should be a reduction.
Okay. And just two things on the one is the real estate inventory. So how much is that, and when can we see to getting liquidated, and Kota bus terminal project? So anything in terms of the monetization on that aspect?
This is quota, this has been lead out approximately. This is ground quarter second for 82%, and we are basically striving for the third and fourth floor. And I expect that middle of this next year, we are expecting that approximately entire area would be covered, 80% would be covered. And this is basically at present we are trying to lease out the entire property. And this year, at present, if you ask about the quarter two, this is still we are cash deficit around 11 lakh hardly. And but if you ask about half year, this is 36 lakhs in surplus. This is cash surplus. Again, the accounting loss of this is 1.84 lakh this quarter two, and 3.15 lakh for the half year. So, but this we are expecting that this by the end of the year, there will be accounting would be at par approximately.
Okay, Margaret, take the question from Q.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of VP Rajesh, Valiant Capital Advisors. Please go ahead.
Yes, hi. Thanks for the opportunity. Just had a follow-up questions on the competitive intensity. Has it gone up over the last 6 months? How would you describe it? And is there a segmentation, meaning if the contract value is higher than a certain threshold, then there is less competition? If you can just give a little more color on that.
Yeah, in the on the public sector contracts, government contracts, the competitive intensity has increased. On the private sector side, there seems to be a greater discipline, and the clients want to be. There seems to be a conscious effort from the client side, at least large clients, to go with proven contractors with proven track record. So what I'm trying to say is that the margins. We feel that the margins will start improving on the private sector side, and with RERA and other consolidation which has happened, we feel, especially in non-residential projects, they will be more attractive to us. Of course, with more due diligence in place. As far as the public sector, this thing is concerned, for obvious reasons, you see more competitive intensity. On larger contracts, yes, the intensity is lesser, the number of bidders because of pre-qualifying conditions is lesser. But we see most of the contracts, or a lot of contracts which are coming in the building segment, are ranging in the range between 300 crores to 700 crores. In this range, the intensity is high.
I see. So, and beyond 700, you are saying it becomes less, right?
Yes.
I see. Okay. And that's very helpful. Thank you. And my just second question is, you have been saying on this call, and I'm new to the company, that you are avoiding residential. So given that, RERA has really taken out all the marginal builders, and most of them are getting corporatized, why are we staying away from residential?
So I'm not saying that we will never do residential. Even in the rest of this financial year, we will not do any private residential contracts. It's just that, we've burnt our fingers. And since you're new to the earlier investors and people who interacted with us in the past know, not only us, but all the large contracting companies have burnt their fingers big time with private developers. So we want to tread very cautiously, more so when, we're not very hungry. We've already met our inflow targets for the year. So that's why residential is not a priority for us as things stand. But going forward, we've always maintained that in the long term, we would like a 50-50 breakup between the public and the private sector. Once this discipline on the developer side increases, we would start looking at the residential side again.
Understood. Thank you so much. That's all.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Uttam Kumar Shrimal from Axis Securities. Please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks for the follow-up, sir. Sir, it's just a request, like other infra companies, can you also provide some kind of earnings presentation on quarterly basis? That will be very helpful for us.
Sorry, Uttam, can you repeat your question again, please?
Sir, I just want the company to provide earning presentation on quarterly basis. That will be very helpful for people like us.
Earning presentation on a quarterly basis. Sabir is saying we will be uploading this shortly, today only.
Okay, sir. But if we get just before the Concall, then it will be really helpful to us. That's a request only.
We'll do that. We'll keep that in mind, and from next time around, we'll publish it or upload it before the Concall.
Yeah. Okay, sir. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question is from the line of Deepika Bandhari from Phillip Capital. Please go ahead.
Good evening, sir. Most of my questions have been answered. I just missed the segmental breakup for hotels, infrastructure, and institutional. Can you repeat?
Yeah, Sabir will just give it. Yeah.
Can you repeat your question, please?
Segmental breakup for hotels, infrastructure, and institutional.
Okay, this is the institutional is 38.27%.
Mm-hmm.
And hospital 32.04%.
Okay.
13.24%. Infrastructure 7.20%. Commercial 8.35%. And hotel is 0.90%.
Okay, thank you, sir. That's it.
Thank you. As there are no further questions from the participants, I now hand the conference over to Mr. Shravan Shah for closing comments.
Thank you, everybody. I thank the management again for giving us the opportunity to host the call. Sovit sir, do you have any closing comments?
No, thank you, Shravan. Thank you, everybody. So, hope to be talking to you again post our next board meeting. Thank you so much. Have a good evening. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, sir.